Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 4th of April for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you the big themes of the week, but then please stay with me. I will dive deep and give you in forensic detail each of the 12 zodiac signs prospects. Now, the big news story of this week is that Venus is leaving the sign of Aquarius on Tuesday and moving into the sign of Pisces, where it's exalted. So Venus can flourish in the sign of Pisces, which already has a very collaborative link between Jupiter and Neptune. Now that's going to become exact next week. So this combination of energies is saying to us, when it comes to our relationships, to stay very much in touch with the more sensory side of our nature, sort of our instincts. Don't ignore them. But also, the Sun and Mercury in the sign of Aries this week are very dynamic, but they're forging positive links to Mars and Saturn. Mars being the ruler of Aries, of course, but they're still in a tight conjunction in the sign of Aquarius. So our future plans, I think we need to keep them quite narrow, not spread ourselves too thinly. Saturn is about getting things done, and Saturn can be about restraint. And the two have such different energies. When they're closely conjunct like this, it can create friction, tension, or frustration. So the clearer our plans are, the better we're going to do. So a balance of the instinct of those Pisces influences, but the drive of the Aries ones, but thought through and planned carefully and systematically with Mars and Saturn together, can work really well. Now later this week there is a quarter moon in the sign of Cancer, which of course is a water sign like Pisces, and that's just asking us, whatever hopes we have and however much we want to crack on and achieve those goals, we just need to think about the impact on our home, our emotions, our family. So sometimes we can be so impatient for results, we don't necessarily think of the unintended consequences. And that's what the moon in Cancer is asking us to consider. Also, Mercury is in a square with Pluto later this week, and if we are feeling a bit blocked or frustrated, it's possible that we could fall back on being a little bit more singular in our opinions and end up having arguments with people about points of view, when really we need to be focusing on what is the right thing for ourselves and trying to stay as collaborative and as cooperative as we can in order to achieve our aims. Now, if you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Also, if you'd like to ascend above this Zodiac broadcast and understand what your personal astrology holds for you, you can order my special package and get 30% off of your 12-month forecast and your character analysis, all based on your personal birth data, and no two reports are the same, and this can give you searing insights of the months ahead and your potential that's contained in your natal chart, and also to understand some of the patterns that may prove more challenging. And finally, if you'd like to sign up for your free daily written horoscope, please see the subscription link beneath this video. Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for week commencing the 4th of April. I've got some amazing news to share with you this week. For sure, Mars continues in its conjunction with Saturn in your sign, and that could feel that life is a bit of a push, that every step forwards has to really be thoughtful in terms of making progress. But as long as you narrow your focus, progress can be made. And the really great news is that Venus moving on Tuesday into Pisces is almost certainly going to coincide with some good news around the financial matter. If it doesn't come straight away, it can come by the 12th or over the following 28 days. Also, the Sun and Mercury continue in your 3rd house, which is brilliant for being very nimble and agile about your thinking and your communications. And both the Sun and Mercury are linking well to Mars and Saturn. So if you're trying to express an individual idea, you're trying to take yourself forwards, but you need to communicate your message to others. I think you can say what you mean and mean what you say. Later in the week, Pluto does square up with Mercury. That could lead to a little bit of mischievous gossip doing the rounds, and because the Sun and Mercury are in your sector of everyday communications, it could be linked to a neighbour. Somebody may not necessarily have your back. Just watch out for the politics around the immediate environment that you live in. But the quarter moon on Saturday is in your 6th house, linking with the Sun in your 3rd. That can create quite a lot of nervous energy. As you come to the end of this week, that could trigger some stress headaches, particularly with Mercury in a square with Pluto. So I think as the week draws to a close, give yourself permission to have some early nights, some rest and recuperation, and where possible, get close to nature.